Something that I've noticed coming up today is feeling myself slipping into a negative train of thought around that victim mentality of like poor me. And I'm noticing that it's an externalization of my power. I'm giving away my energy and I'm feeling depleted because of it. I'm putting all my focus externally to my physical being, and through projecting my energy outward, I'm depleting my own stores of it. So what I'm noticing is I'm sitting with those thoughts and that feeling, and coming back into my body and coming back into my sovereignty, and through that recharging myself and settling my energy within myself again. And I think I also wanted to talk on that difference of, you can be in a victim mindset and you can also be someone who's been a victim in your life through whatever's happened to you, whatever's occurred to you. Things occur to you. You can be a victim of other people's behavior, of things that have happened in your past. And I think you can also be in a victim mindset while also being a victim. Almost everyone has been a victim from something in their life. But it is how we frame that experience or those experiences that's important. Because as a victim, as someone who's had things happen to them, you can either choose to play the victim, or you can look at the experience as an opportunity to learn and to grow and to see what role you played in the events that transpired where you were a victim. What I have realized is that when we are a victim of things that have occurred to us in the past, we also need to take responsibility for our involvement in these events that have occurred. And through taking responsibility for our part that we played in the events transpiring to us, we realize how we can move through that experience. So taking away the positives out of it and learning through the experience of why it occurred to us and what behaviors we exhibited that caused it to occur to us. Because it's very easy to have something happen to us and to go into the victim mindset and externalize our power, give away our power, and to blame others or things that have happened, to blame, to give away our energy and say, I had no role in this happening to me. It was your fault, or it was these people's fault, or it was because of this, because of whatever happened, that it happened to me. But I don't think you will heal from that. You will heal from the trauma of being the victim if you continue to have the victim mindset in your trauma experiences. When we reframe what has happened to us and we take responsibility for our own learning, our own recovery, our own growth, we begin to shift how we view these perceived negative experiences that have happened to us in the past. And through doing that, we no longer pull that energy into the present. And we no longer destroy the present through these past experiences. We no longer cloud the present with what has happened to us in the past. We dissolve that energy and allow us to be free of that, free of the bonds, the chains of our memory, of the past, of the things that have occurred to us. And we alchemize it. We alchemize that negativity and turn it into positive energy and an opportunity for us to grow and to learn and to evolve and to see the lessons that keep playing out in our lives, that keep repeating, that keep us wanting. These lessons keep repeating themselves. I had this realization before bed last night that when we're stuck in this low consciousness state, the lessons keep occurring to us through different means, different ways. They keep occurring, recurring, and they're signaling to us to grow. And eventually, people learn the lesson and then their consciousness elevates. We got the majority of the population in this low state down here, and then the lessons keep occurring. We keep hurting each other. We keep fostering this painful dynamic in society. And eventually, people learn the lesson and their consciousness rises and they come out of that. They come out of that level. And you see it, just people, visually, if you see it, most of the population is in this low consciousness state. And there's all these negative things happening in the world. And lessons continue to play out in our lives. And eventually, people start to raise above that. They raise their consciousness. They become aware of the patterns, their own patterns. They transmute those negative experiences and they learn from them, and they no longer need to learn that same lesson. And their consciousness raises, and they step out of that lower state, that lower vibrational state of consciousness, and they raise above it. And I feel like it's that analogy is so relevant in our lives about where are we persisting with the same stories, the same things keep occurring to us in our lives, playing the victim. They keep occurring over and over again, trying to signal to us that there's a lesson here for us to learn and for us to grow and evolve and to raise our consciousness level. And there's opportunities for us throughout the day, like I'm having today, to realize, seeing my own patterns, my own victim mindset coming out, and bringing back my power into my own being, not externalizing, not giving away my power to the external, but realizing everything is within my control. And from that place, you free yourself. You free yourself to enjoy the gift of the present moment.